Something important is happening in the gun market right now. And if you only look at the big headline numbers, you might miss it. Not every gun is getting cheaper. Not every category is under pressure. And not every discount is a real buying opportunity. But certain types of guns could absolutely get cheaper before summer ends, because the market is moving in a very specific direction. New firearm sales have already softened in 2026. Retail BI reported that Q1 2026 new firearm unit sales were down 6% year over year, while revenue fell 6%. That tells us something very important. Fewer units are moving, and retailers are having to work harder to convert buyers. So this is not just a random sale moment. This is a market correction. And when the market corrects, certain guns get discounted first. Number 5, overcrowded micro-compact pistols. The first category to watch is micro-compact pistols. For the last few years, this category has been one of the most competitive areas in the entire handgun market. Almost every major brand wanted a piece of it. Small pistols, higher capacity magazines, optics-ready slides, lighter carry profiles. The category became crowded fast, and that is exactly why prices could soften. When too many companies compete for the same buyer, the buyer gains leverage. Stores can only display so many similar pistols. Dealers can only keep so much inventory tied up in guns that all promise almost the same thing. A few years ago, micro-compacts were hot because concealed carry buyers were upgrading quickly. But now, many of those buyers already made their purchase. The urgency has cooled. The average customer is no longer rushing to buy the first small carry pistol they see. They are comparing. They are waiting. They are asking whether the new model is really better than the one they already own, and that hesitation puts pressure on retailers. So before summer ends, some micro-compact pistols could get cheaper, especially models that are not the newest release, not the market leader, or not moving fast enough at full price. That does not mean they are bad guns. It means the category is crowded. And in a crowded category, price becomes one of the easiest ways to stand out. Number 4, entry-level AR-style rifles. The next category that could get cheaper is entry-level AR-style rifles. This one makes sense for a very simple reason. Supply is strong, competition is heavy, and buyers have more options than ever. Basic AR-style rifles are not rare anymore. The market has been full of them for years. Multiple manufacturers produce affordable versions, retailers carry several variations, and online sellers constantly push deals to attract buyers. That creates a price ceiling. If one retailer tries to hold too high, buyers can immediately compare prices somewhere else. If one brand feels overpriced, another brand is sitting right beside it with a similar feature set. And when demand slows even slightly, budget ARs often feel it quickly. Retail BI's February 2026 Firearm Sales Index showed a 6.5% year-over-year decline in new firearm sales and a 6.1% year-to-date decline at that point, which supports the idea that stores may need to discount slower-moving inventory to keep cash flowing. That is why entry-level ARs could see more aggressive pricing before summer ends. Not because the platform is dying, it is not, but because the market is saturated. The buyer who wanted a basic AR may already have one. The buyer looking now may be more selective. And the retailer sitting on too many similar rifles may decide that moving inventory matters more than protecting every dollar of margin. So if you see starter-level AR rifles getting bundled with magazines, optics, cases, or rebate-style discounts, that is not random. That is inventory pressure. Number 3, older generation full-size pistols. The third category to watch is older generation full-size pistols. This is where things get interesting. Full-size pistols still have a strong place in the market. They are useful for range work, home defense, training, and duty-style applications. But the problem is that newer versions keep arriving. Optics-ready models, updated grip textures, improved triggers, better accessory compatibility, factory upgrades that used to require aftermarket spending. So when a newer generation comes in, older versions often become harder to sell at full price. That is when stores start discounting. not because the older gun suddenly stopped working. Number 2, budget hunting rifles. The fourth category that could get cheaper before summer ends is budget hunting rifles. This might surprise some people because hunting rifles still have loyal demand, but the timing matters. By late summer, many hunters start thinking ahead to the season. Retailers know this, manufacturers know this. And if stores have too much inventory sitting before that seasonal buying wave fully arrives, they may start pushing discounts early to create movement. Budget hunting rifles are especially sensitive to this because the category is extremely competitive. A lot of brands offer affordable bolt-action rifles with acceptable accuracy, decent triggers, synthetic stocks, and package scope options. The difference between them is not always obvious to casual buyers. That means price matters. If one rifle is sitting at a higher price while a similar rifle is discounted nearby, buyers may shift quickly. And because many budget hunting rifles compete in the same general space, retailers may cut prices to prevent inventory from sitting too long. The larger market trend supports that possibility. Retail BI's 2025 executive report found that same-store new firearm unit sales declined about 13% year over year, reflecting demand compression after the unusually elevated market of the early 2020s. That kind of softer retail environment can carry into 2026 and increase pressure on stores to clear inventory before peak seasonal windows. So if budget hunting rifles get cheaper, it will likely be because retailers want to move volume before fall demand becomes more selective. For buyers, this could be one of the better categories to watch. But again, be careful. A cheap rifle is not automatically a good rifle. Look for proven accuracy, decent stock fit, strong magazine reliability, good trigger consistency, and solid manufacturer support. Because when it comes to hunting rifles, saving money up front does not matter if the rifle lets you down when it counts. Number 1, slow-moving shotguns. The number 1 category that could get cheaper before summer ends is slow-moving shotguns. Not every shotgun, but specific types. Models that are too expensive for the budget buyer, too basic for the enthusiast, or stuck between clear use cases. Shotguns can be tricky in a soft market because buyer demand is more segmented. Some people want home defense, some want hunting, some want clay shooting, some want tactical styling, some want classic field guns. If a shotgun does not clearly dominate one of those lanes, it can sit. And when shotguns sit, retailers eventually mark them down. This is especially true for models that were ordered during stronger demand periods but now face a more cautious buyer. If customers are comparing harder, and if their money is being stretched by ammo prices, groceries, fuel, rent, and general inflation pressure, a shotgun that feels like a maybe purchase becomes harder to move. Smith & Wesson reported in 2025 that persistent inflation, high interest rates, and tariff uncertainty were pressuring the firearms market, while consumers remained cautious because macroeconomic factors were affecting discretionary spending. That same caution is exactly the kind of pressure that can make non-essential firearm purchases slower in 2026. So slow-moving shotguns may become one of the first categories retailers discount harder. Because they take up space, they tie up money, and if they are not moving before summer ends, stores may prefer to turn them into cash before the next buying cycle.